And welcome back to the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Daniel Hood Roofing. Winter is closing in. That means nasty weather is coming. Winter is coming, as they say. Protect your home, your belongings, and your family with a new roof from Daniel Hood Roofing. Bob Hodge, you just got a new roof from Daniel Hood Roofing. Happy?
You know, because my yard's wet, I'm not going to tell people to come and look at it. But if you drive down and look at it, yes, you will buy a roof from Daniel Hood.
Visit their website or call them today for a free inspection, and all their work is fully guaranteed. Daniel Hood Roofing, danielhoodroofing.com.
Please stay out of my yard.
Don't get in Bob's yard. All right, take a look at the SEC scoreboard from this past week. Tennessee whips Vandy, as you know. Georgia, once again, played down to the level of their competition, then pulled away in the second half against Georgia Tech. Alabama didn't have big troubles with Auburn. Texas A&M, they saved their season and put the kibosh on LSU's playoff hopes. South Carolina, Gamecock fans have to be happy with the finish and also saying, where the heck has that been for the first 10 weeks of the season? Kentucky beats Louisville in just a game that was a pain to watch. Missouri over Arkansas. Arkansas really dipped as this season went on. Florida State over Florida. Bad year for Billy Napier. They're not going to be happy with 6-6 down there, losing to all his rivals. And then Mississippi State gets the best of Lane Kiffin. The genius actually made one smart move this year. He's staying put at Ole Miss. I think that's the first sign of maturity I've ever seen that guy. Don't go to Auburn. You would burn up there. All right, let's take a look at the SEC standings. There you go. And Daniel Hood just pointed this out. If you took divisions out of this, like some conferences have, and like the SEC might in the future when they add 2 more teams, if you take the divisions out of it and you just took the top 2 teams into your championship game, it would be Georgia versus, you got Tennessee, you got LSU, you got Alabama all tied. Tennessee beat those. It'd be Tennessee versus Georgia.
Correct.
Pretty interesting.
It is pretty interesting.
If Tennessee were in the West Division, it would be Tennessee versus Georgia.
So that brings up the question. Let me show folks this right here. You saw the numbers there, and I'll put this on 7. Georgia. We all agree Georgia had the best season. Undefeated. Yes. Give them credit. And you saw the numbers there. The 3 worst teams in your league were 5-7. I mean, in this, we know the NFL comes and plucks these rosters. That is not mediocrity. That's parity in this league. It is tough. Yes. And for a team to go 8-0 in this league and 12-0 overall, give Georgia all the credit in the world. Who had the second best team this year?
I'm going to go Tennessee because they did beat the other 2 that I would consider. They beat them head-to-head. Well, actually, I'm not going to LSU out. But they beat Alabama head-to-head. And, as we said, if they were in the West Division, they would be playing for the SEC championship. I'm going to go Tennessee over Alabama.
Yeah, I mean, even if it was just the one conference, right? You don't have divisions. If you just take the top 2 teams, you don't have to be in the West. It's Tennessee. Clearly, to me, is number 2.
Clearly. Maybe not so clear because
clearly.
I mean, you laid such an egg at South Carolina, and Alabama did not lay any eggs. They lost, but they did not lay any eggs.
2 on the road.
But I mean,
then so you should be ranked behind South Carolina?
Yeah.
No, not the record.
Okay.
Okay, but head-to-head means something until it doesn't.
Well, to break a tiebreaker, to break the tie, right?
Only as a tiebreaker.
Only as a tiebreaker. Yeah.
I'm going to go Alabama. Barely. I mean, not by much, but I mean, barely.
They're not with
your losses aren't as bad as that one South Carolina loss.
They had 2 losses on the road to top 10 teams, both on the final play of the game, and one of those was overtime. Yeah. You had a loss at number 1 Georgia that really wasn't close. Could have been worse. And then you got your brains kicked in by South Carolina, who's at least going to be ranked now. I'm with Bob. I think I would put Alabama just a little. So you're going to split the difference. You make the call.
I would put Tennessee ahead because their wins are better. They do have the head-to-head, but I think their wins for the season are better, beating Bama, beating LSU.
That's such a brilliant comment.
You also do a talk show, and you don't want to deal with the callers. Okay. So do we agree Alabama's
Tune in
number 3?
Monday at noon.
Alabama's 3?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Now, who's 4th?
I want to say right now, at the end of the season, South Carolina.
Well, I'm not asking that. I'm asking over the entire season if you had to pick a team that were grading their entire 2022 season, so not how they're playing now.
Don't you got to
Mississippi
consider
State?
LSU, to me?
It's still LSU.
I think it's
Especially with the improved quarterback play after Tennessee played.
3 losses.
They won their division.
They're playing for the SEC.
Yes, exactly.
All right, so who's next? Now you got like South Carolina, Ole Miss, Mississippi State.
Boy, I mean, you could just about put them in a hat and pull them out, couldn't you? I mean,
It's hard not to consider the South Carolina the way they're
Exactly.
finishing thing. I know,
I'm
but
going to go South Carolina.
2 top 10 wins.
They got 2 top 10 wins. It's never been done before in back-to-back. And then Ole Miss has lost, what, 4 of the last 5?
Right.
so we're
And
going
their coach is I heard he's a genius.
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 And so in head to head, so Mississippi State ahead of Ole Miss.
Oh, I'd go Mississippi State.
Got to be.
It's a great list, John.
Okay,
All right.
there you go.
So there's the way we rank the SEC's top 6. I'll hold it up
I
there.
have not had South Carolina anywhere near that 2
No.
weeks ago.
Yeah, what if
Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama, LSU, South Carolina, Mississippi State, and then we'd have Ole Miss 7th. Then it just becomes kind of a
Yeah.
mishmash at the bottom. Arkansas, Florida, who went 7 and 5?
Kentucky,
Kentucky.
maybe?
Kentucky.
Kentucky down
Well,
there.
Well, I mean, where would you-
theirs was an
where would you
ugly
put
7 and
A&M
5.
finished
Yeah.
strong.
Vandy.
That's right. All right, very good.
Now money kicking
That's
in.
it.
Beautiful, and we are 3, 2, 1, back on time. Beautiful, beautiful, just in time and now we're over again. When we come back, will Josh Heupel? This is the story of the season: the fact that he sat Jeremy Banks for a violation of team rules. I think it was the right thing to do, but it clearly cost his team. I don't know if it cost him a shot at the playoffs, but that'll be the way it's viewed. Will Josh Heupel come to regret his decision not to play Jeremy Banks at South Carolina? Let's debate that next. Come on back on the Sports Source.